Good day, ladies and gents, my name is Hilso, I'm DiscussThing, and welcome to another video. Something very interesting and anticipated dropped several hours ago, and that's the Lord of the Rings The War of the Rohirrim trailer. It's an anime adaptation and it's from Peter Jackson himself with a Japanese director, and it's going to encompass the War of the Rohirrim. I think this was during Helm Hammerhand's reign with the Dunlands, if my history is correct. So without any further ado, I do want to see this and I do hope it's good, because Rings of Power is coming and I'm not excited for that. 3, 2, 1. Appropriate audiences. Come on. Oh. just immediately giving you some sweets. Oh. 5 seconds and I already want to watch the original trilogy again. I watched it like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. Kenji Kamiyama. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is, but I'm not.
The War of the Ring. But 200
I'm just not that familiar.
Riders of the Mark, brothers of Rohan.
There was an older tale.
Right away, animation style is amazing. I love it. I love the animation style. Edoras.
Come with an offer to strengthen Rohan.
Hera, daughter of Helm, I, Wolf, seek your hand in marriage.
Our fathers speak as if I were not even in the room. I do not want to marry you.
You do not seek an alliance. You seek a throne.
So this is Helm. Yeah.
Old man.
Yeah. That's history.
He's dead.
History-wise, this is pretty accurate so far.
I knew would never wish for war.
The boy you knew is gone.
Fire!
But I already see the cracks.
I pledge to fight for my king.
Telephones.
You know nothing of war.
I'm the fastest rider you have.
People need hope, Hera. Something to believe in.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
My pride. My joy. You could rule the world.
That monster should have been outside Moria.
You think I am afraid of you?
You should be.
Music is nice, by the way.
What does mortal want with rings?
Okay, let me just tell you that I'm stupid. I just checked Kenji Kamiyama. He has been working with Ghost in the Shell and Blood the Last Vampire, so stupid on my part. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. So yeah, should have recognized some of it. But in terms of the trailer, so this looks like exactly the story of Helm Hammerhands. He killed the Dunland's leader. I don't remember the names from the story, and he kills him with a punch because that's how strong he is. He's basically like Karl May's Shatterhand. From what I remember, however, he did have a son. I think he was called Hama, or correct me if I'm wrong, who was killed, and I remember that Helm being like during those wars and those skirmishes, he became like without food with his party. He actually, I think, ate people, and he was never seen again once he went somewhere like to search for something or just went for a walk and was like, I'm not gonna return, I'm going for a pack of cigarettes. I don't remember his daughter ever being named in the lore. It's Hera. So first of all, let me just immediately say what's happening. This does look like a girl boss adaptation, and it was clear from the trailer that she's going to be the main character, and she's going to be the brave, the strong, the underdog, just like Elwyn. It's like, imagine Elwyn's story but expanded in unneedingly long TV series. So she's going to be the main focus. She's probably, like, from what I seen, she's going to fight the one who loved her before and who trained with her as a child. And if my memory is correct, like, the Rohirrim were at this point were at war and were having skirmishes and clashes with the Dunlands for almost over a century, if not even more. So them growing up together is not exactly something that I would call plausible, because it wasn't like they were just meeting on friendly terms with the other guys. So definitely girl boss vibes. However, I don't want to jump into conclusions. We might get something good with a little bit of a twist. So there is room to do something, even though in order to be good, it would need not to interfere with the main story, like with what we have on paper on black and white. It might be good, but the first vibe that I got after Helm punched that other guy in the face is girl boss vibes, which is a painful trope still present with movies, with adaptations, with everything these days. The white eagle short scene was completely out of context and out of balance, because I don't ever remember reading that eagles would help the Rohirrim. But again, this might be an original story that writes additional stuff to the lore, which it's very, very difficult to do with Tolkien. It's like such a full story with so little left to guess or so little left to expand. Even if you have, let's say, just a mention of an event without any details, if you attempt to give details to this event, you have to be very careful, because there are a lot of borders that are very close to that said event that if you cross, you're going to the next story, and the next story doesn't mention what you're probably going to try to write. So you have a very little room to wiggle in these stories. So there is some doubt in me about how good this is going to be. I do hope that it's not just a girl boss, it's not just someone who's very talented and very good at everything immediately. We saw her train as a child. She's the fastest rider in the kingdom, and yet, like, the women of Rohan are some of them trained fighters. We saw this with Elvin, so this is not something unheard of. But I am interested to see what they're gonna do with the story. I need to see another trailer, some more details to be more precise. Once again, girl boss vibes, but I'm not going to judge, because this might just turn good. It might turn horrible, but we'll see. So anyways, that's all I have for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Tell me, what did you think about this trailer? Do you like it? Do you don't like it? Do you think it's going to be faithful and a good adaptation as a side story to the whole Tolkien lore? Or is it going to try to Rings of Power the whole thing? Tell me what you think down in the comments below. Thank you for joining. Follow me on my socials and on my Patreon, where I raise money for homeless animals and animals in shelters. I've been Helzo, this has been DiscussThing, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers and stay fresh.